After the catch for more yardage, that'll be a pickup of 21. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Hey, run!
Lawrence going to keep this himself. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Hey,
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The throw on the run is complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And this quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
There's a short one taken by Ingram. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Again, they give it to ETN. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing is Lawrence. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The PAT up and good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the 2nd-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Like 24!
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's 2nd and 6. A give here to Pacheco. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. A gain there of 16 yards. First down for Tennessee. Here's Pacheco. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Like 54.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Hey, Lion!
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Once again, it's Etienne. He will have a Jaguars first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, run!
Lawrence. On the draw, it's Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff. ETN. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Jaguars ready to punt this one away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Claypool. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Take it in. Back at his own 12. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to only about the 23. 2nd down and 8. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. This runs straight ahead for ETN. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence now. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Titans offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Mike 0, Mike.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Levis to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Zero. Short. Down, 22, read it.
Levis to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have the 1st down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains. Like 54. Here's Levis. This one complete. It's pulled in by Claypool. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. A run. It's Pacheco. Has some room inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 54, like 54. They'll run with Pacheco. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Pacheco. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Titans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. They go play action for Lawrence. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Titans offense. And their running back set to go once more. And with just 2 weeks left in the regular season, you can see he leads the league in rushing touchdowns.
Right 13, right 13.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Damone Clark there to get him down. They face second down and 7.
49, Mike 49. 40 Rita. Tracy. Set up. And 24 Linda. Flat green 18 green. Set up.
To throw is Levis. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Throwing is Levis. Quick throw, taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. A give here to Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
A big hole. And he'll be taken down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination.
And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Tennessee. That his second touchdown tonight. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Mason Smith on the stop. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Like 46, like 46. Hand up. Set.
Now, Levis. Throwing right. It's taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 13, like 13.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Now a give up the middle, and this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line.
Hold on, like 90.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They get the conversion on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Pacheco. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll have more. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Like 49.
One more time with Pacheco. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Titans. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
2nd down, Lawrence. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Lawrence. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go, let's go.
Throwing is Lawrence. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll run for it with ETN. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him, and I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in. First and 10.
On red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Davis. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here we go.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
54, Mike 54.
A handoff to Pacheco. He'll be bogged down. Short pickup to the 25. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Hey, come on, come on.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. Here's a 2nd and 9.
49, Mike 49.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Hey, 24, land up. Here we go.
On the ground, here's Pacheco.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Titans. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route.
In motion comes Thomas.
Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. A throw on the move is caught. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5.
Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. He gets free. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey. Here we go.
Lawrence now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead?
And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Isaiah Pacheco Touchdown, Tennessee. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the Titans add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
Take right open.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Lawrence.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance to down this one. It carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So, it's a win here for the Titans. They move to 16-0 on the year. They have a chance next Sunday to become the first team to finish a regular season 17-0. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.